Everywhere on the web, there are news and articles about the one time humanity declared war on cats. News about a terrible pope ordering cats massacres during the Middle Ages. News about how this policy helped spreading the Black Plague in Europe. The plague that was transmitted with rats, rats which were not eaten by cats. Is it true, or are we in front of one of the many fake news around the internet? In this episode of History Pills, we will investigate what is true and what is false. Let's go with the intro. What most sources seem to agree on is a period during the Middle Ages when humanity started a sort of war against cats. Cats became the target of mass killings and tortures. All articles also agree about the reason behind this event: Pope Gregory IX. In particular, a decretal letter titled Vox in Rama is associated with the beginning of this epoch. All sources seem to be pointing out the same story. All sources blame the same person. Does it make the story true? Well, no. In reality, how this legend was born is still unclear. Let's look into Vox Rama and what it really talks about. But how? Should we really go to the Vatican, get some special permission and ask for an 800 years document? Well, no, it is much simpler. All papal documents are available online. We can simply Google it and read it in pure old-fashioned Latin. Or, if we don't speak Latin, we can first translate it in English, and here we go. Ain't that difficult, is it? The letter describes in great detail certain bizarre heretical rites that peasants in the town of Stedinger were allegedly engaging in. One of the many bizarre rites that Gregory IX claims the members of this Luciferan sect were engaging in was a ritual in which a statue of a black cat will come to life and the members of the cult will kiss its anus. These rituals had been reported to the Pope by the Grand Inquisitor of the German Inquisition, Conrad of Marburg. Conrad had proof in the form of confessions. Confessions that were the result of torture and that described initiation ceremonies to the satanic group. However, given that the only source for a lot of this was Conrad himself, things should be taken with a pinch of salt. Anyway, back to the papal bull, there is no reference to murdering cats or to any sort of order against them. In reality, although it is true that black cats were associated with witchcraft in some parts of Europe, there are several evidence of cats used as pets. In this medieval painting, for example, we can see a cat here in the corner. Another example comes from the story of Saint Catherine of Siena. While still living with her family when she was a child, every time she fasted and did penitence, to hide her religiosity from her parents, she would feed her food to the cats they possessed. So, the next time you hear this myth, spread the word and teach it is a fake news. Do you know any other piece of hidden history? Share it in the comments. Bye!